Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. I'm Asa and I have another very simple one-day build for you. Recently I had to buy a new laptop, and this time I decided to buy an external graphics card, or eGPU. The reason I did this was to save the weight, the heat generation, the cost, and the battery life associated with a dedicated graphics card inside my laptop. Instead I have this external graphics card that I can plug into my laptop when I need a little extra computing horsepower for some gaming or video editing or whatever it might be. This way, if I'm sitting outside on my deck, or if I'm on an airplane, I've got the portability I need, but I can plug it into this external graphics card for performance when I need that. If I'm somewhere for a longer period of time, let's say business travel for a week or two, I might even want to bring this external GPU with me. To make it a little more portable, I'm going to install a recessed handle. My idea is it'll make this a little easier to carry around, but the handle will be recessed so I can still stack things on top of it in a car or even on the shelf underneath my desk. So I designed and 3D printed this simple recessed handle. Like almost everything I do, I give away the 3D models for free if you want to print your own, so check the video description for a link. If you like this type of content, please subscribe to my channel. I've been doing a lot of 3D printed build projects recently, but not all of the content I do is 3D printing related. Of course, you can buy many similar products online if you just want to buy one of these things and do a similar build. I've done this in the past on things like computer cases when I want to carry around a desktop computer for things like LAN parties. It's a fun, simple mod, doesn't impact performance, and improves your quality of life a little bit. So we're going to cut a hole for the handle, drill some holes to attach the bolts, assemble, and call it an evening. I used calipers to lay out the hole that I'll cut. I just scratched directly into the paint with the tip of the calipers to leave some cutting marks. I drilled holes in the four corners to hopefully give it a nice radius. Now I'll cut the rest of this out by hand with a rotary tool. Wow, I sheared the bolt off that holds the abrasive cutoff wheel to the rotary tool. So it's gonna be a bit of a setback. Good. Now I've only gone through about a third of the cut, and I've gone through one abrasive cutoff disc and one tool holder, so hopefully I'll get through this whole cut. Huh. I think it's time to let this cool off a little bit. Jesus. Don't do that at home. This is not a screwdriver. Well, that's 2 sheared pins. I think I've hit the limit of what this little guy can do. Unfortunately, I don't have an angle grinder, which is what I really want to use. This is slow. It's actually working better than the rotary tool. I know it's pretty silly, but hey, whatever works. Cool. Overall, I'd say this went really well. If I had to do it again, I would have changed two things. First, I would have gotten the right tool for the job. This is just mild 14 gauge steel. I'm actually surprised my rotary tool wasn't able to cut as well as I thought it would. I chewed through a bunch of abrasive cutoff discs, I broke multiple tooling fixtures, and I had to finish the job with just a hacksaw blade. And I didn't even have a hacksaw blade handle, so I had to print my own tool. That's one of the things I love about 3D printing. I was able to make a tool to finish the job. What I should have used is a real angle grinder with a cutoff wheel, or a metal cutting blade for my jigsaw. Somehow I don't happen to have either of those, but I made it work and now I have an excuse to buy more tools. The other thing I should have done was mask off the top surface. I ended up making some scratches in the paint, but it's purely cosmetic and not a big deal. At the end of the day, it was quick and turned out great. Well, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you want similar content on making, building, and crafting. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.